Welcome to Mr. Tony's Hip Hop School. Peace to everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video. Share the video. This is the only hip hop channel that you're going to get raw, unsung, real, straight from the somebody that's lived hip hop, loved hip hop, married to hip hop. And I'm talking about old school. This is old school. This is strictly for old school. This is Drake, Meek Mill. None of them. No, we're not talking about none of them. We talking about 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. The golden age of hip hop, 88 to 94. That was the golden age. East Coast, West Coast, South, Midwest. We talking about them. Special Ed, Slick Rick, Luke, who's in Texas? Ghetto Boys, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Tupac, Grand Puba, Brand Nubian, Public Enemy. That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about all this new stuff. No. My last video got cut off. I was talking about female rappers. I wanted to give them some shouts out. My favorite female rapper of all time, hands down, MC Lyte. MC Lyte, my favorite female rapper of all time. I don't know if she's the greatest female rapper of all time. Because Lil' Kim, she was, even though I think Biggie wrote a lot of her stuff, I'm sure he did, but she still made that shit. Lil' Kim was all right. Like I said, she just made me mad with her new looks, man. And this is why I don't really care for music today, because that secret society shit, that shit's showing more and more, man. And the more spiritual you become, the more you see it. You know what I mean? The more spiritual you become, the more you see it. And, I look at her, man, that's the first thing that comes to mind, is she's in some bullshit. You know what I mean? And, well, that might not even be her, It might not even be her. But MC Lyte is, for me, my favorite of all time, followed by Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah, ladies first. Queen Latifah, just a queen, just represented us well, had skills. No, she's not the greatest lyricist, no. I'm not worried about all that. I'm just saying, I liked her music. 45 King. Mark the 45 King. Nobody talks about him. Mark the 45 King. But Queen Latifah had a nice little stretch. I would say from 90 to maybe 93, 94. And then that's when she started getting into TV shows and movies. But female rappers contributed very well to hip hop. There's a lot that I loved. I think as hip hop went on, you get more bitchy and more inappropriate female rappers. But MC Lyte was somebody that I listened to a million times. I think her first two albums, I listened to the whole joint. Cram to Understand, 10% Diss. 10% Diss is one of my favorite of all time. I used to love Antoinette. Nobody ever talks about her. I know she was a one-hit wonder. Pretty much she was a one-hit wonder. But she did have an album. I don't know how many albums she had altogether. I'm sure it may have been one or two. But I loved the Who's the Boss joint. I want to say that was out in 88. And she was she's one of my favorite, man. I was just listening to a couple of her songs the other day, and I really just loved her. I don't know what happened to her, but she could have been like Little Kim. She could have been like Little Kim. She was kind of hard, but I don't know what happened to her. I don't know her story, but Sweet Tea, another one. Man, I mean, Sweet Tea, she had a few hits that I like, man. It's My Beat was one of my favorite. That was out in like 86. Yeah, it was out in 86 because Run DMC's Raising Hell was out in 86. And I remember I used to play Sweet Tea a lot around that time. And yeah, Sweet Tea, loved her, man. But for me, I would say top three. And back in the day, I never thought I would say Little Kim because Little Kim was too raunchy. She was just a little too raunchy, man. And I know they did that just to sell records. I know they did. But when I started really listening to her more and more, I was like, yeah, man, Little Kim, man. Little Kim was hard at. So, and she was pretty, man. She was cute when she was young, man. That's why I'm like, I got a little attitude with her because I'm like, what the fuck, man? If you look at how she looks now, you're like, come on, man. Come on, you doing too much. But MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Lil' Kim. It's not a bad list. I know people are going to say Remy Ma. Remy Ma is not in that era. Remy Ma came around a little later than that. I know Remy Ma started, I want to say in the early 2000s, but she's not in the scope of where she's like right by the circle. But she's not my favorite, you know what I mean? I gotta really make more lists about who I like. I mean, it's female groups, you know, Salt and Pepper is up. Salt and Pepper they may be number one for me. Love Salt and Pepper, man. They had a lot of songs that I liked. You know, back in the day, I used to like Pepper. Then as I got older, I started liking Salt. Salt really more my type, but Pepper, I don't know. I think it was like her feistiness. You could tell she a hood joint. You could tell Pepper. I guarantee you, Pepper is a hood joint. But I used to like that fieriness about her. You know, there's something about her I like. But I like their rap skills. I like how they fed off each other. You know, but those are my favorite. I think I don't know who I can say the greatest female rapper of all time. That's kind of hard, man. I would have to make a list. I would have to make a list about that. But like I said, this hip hop school is about old school hip hop and talking about different artists, producers, you know, cities where different dudes came from, different females came from. MC Lyte carries the trophy for me. Queen Latifah is a close second. And Little Kim, love you, Little Kim. I don't know what happened to you, but still love your music. I'll make some more videos about, I do have a list for the producers. Favorite West Coast rapper. You know what I mean? You got Too Short. You got Ice Cube, Snoop. I mean, it's a lot, man. MC8. Go on and on. But anyway, definitely go in the comments and give me some ideas of list that you want to hear about. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I done made a ton of videos today, so that's why I'm probably getting a little winded here. I made videos on my other channel, then I did this, trying to get this channel going. And then I'm trying to think of topics, you know what I mean, groups, producers, rappers, female rappers, West Coast, East Coast, dead rappers. I mean, there's so many things you can talk about, but don't forget, please, like and subscribe. Mr. Tony's Hip Hop School. Peace.